Okay, students, we're moving along. We just completed formation, which is where we were formalizing a matrix, meaning that we took the elements from a table and wrote it in a matrix form, being mindful of the position each element had in the table, so we kept the information the same. So now we're going on to addition and subtraction of matrices. And if we see this note here, the note states that we can only add or subtract matrices if they have the same order. So the word order is coming up again. And we remember from the last video that order simply refers to the number of rows by the number of columns. Order is just a way we can describe the matrix when we look at it, when we observe what it is. So let's try to add and subtract some matrices. So let's try one example first, an addition example. So here we see that we have three matrices, A, B, and C. The matrix A and the matrix B both have the same order, and we could see that simply by observation. When we count the rows and the columns, we see it's the same. We see that A has 1, 2 rows and 1, 2 columns. Whereas B has 1, 2 rows and 1, 2 columns. So therefore the order of A and B are the same. Both A and B are 2 by 2 matrices. So let's move on to C. When we look at the matrix C, however, we observe that it has 1, 2 rows, but 1, 2, 3 columns. So the matrix C is a 2 by 3. So that is why I wrote we can add A and B. A plus B is possible, but A plus C is not possible. So let's actually try adding matrices A and B. So the only way we can add or subtract matrices is that they must have the same order. And once they have the same order, we add corresponding elements. And that's just a fancy way of saying elements that are in the same position but in different matrices. So let's compare them and we'll see what I'm talking about. So in matrix A, 5 is in the first position, and in B, 13 is in the first position. So 5 is added to 13. That's how we got this. 6 is in the same position that 4 is in the corresponding matrix. So 6 is added to 4. 9 is then added to -5. And then finally, 0 is added to 6. Are we seeing that? And then when we simplify, we have the result. The answer A plus B is the matrix 18, 10, 4, and 6. I hope this was helpful. Any questions? Feel free to message me and I will respond.